Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Jamila, and today we have another memory plan with me for the week of June 29th. You guys, this was originally supposed to be like a voiceover and then talk through like I normally do, but something happened. My mic basically died, so the talk through part didn't come out good. So we're doing a full voiceover. So yes, we have this kit from SPC. I am trying to use up a lot of my older kits. So yeah, that's what's going on. This kit is from SPC. It's like the ice cream. Um, I don't even know the name of the kit, but the ice cream kit. That I believe this was originally a subscription, monthly subscription. But yeah, I'm sure it's in shop now, or maybe not. We don't know what's going on over there. But anyway, I paired it with a full bundle from Leonard Designs in gold that I, print cut. And yes, that is what we have. And the font I used is, I think it's called Sweet and Creamy. I think I either got it from defont.com or like a font bundle on Etsy. That's where I get my fonts. But defont.com is the one with the free fonts and stuff. So yeah, there's that. So let's get into the week. I guess we can just hop in. If you did not know prior, I lost my notes, so that's why I hadn't uploaded a plan with me in a while. So yes, we're back. We're better. We're uploading. Okay, so there's that. Next, what else did I want to talk about? I have a video coming. Clearly, it's going to either come this weekend or next week about my treacherous living situation. I am in a new living situation, a new place. But yeah, we'll talk about that at a later date. So I'm kind of trying to figure out the lighting. So, I feel like it may be a little washed out. I don't know. But yeah, there's that. So this week, I don't feel like anything crazy happened. I really got back into reading a lot because I hadn't been reading much, honestly. And I worked quite a bit this week. So yeah, there's that. I got my notes pulled up so we can, vibe. So the first thing I marked is I did laundry, and that is from the doodles that came with the kids. I print and cut stickers, trying to prep because I think I was gonna work on my July kit lineup. Yeah, and then I marked that plate with stickers. Did I get some new planners? Oh yeah, because the new planners I bought some complete a complete planner, A5 daily planner. I've showed that on my channel. And so I was kind of setting those up and playing with the stickers and all that. So that is from Carly Plans, maybe, or maybe the Doodles. I think it's from the Doodles that came with the kit. Then I marked that I was just really, really sleepy, and that is from the Coffee Monsters Co. Then I had Taco Bell, y'all. That Taco Bell kit that came out, I really could have used it this week, but I had already planned my kit out because your girl was in a Taco Bell like vibe. Okay. So that is from the Doodles. Then I had a YouTube bench that bear is from Carly Plans. And then I did get some more stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. So we did get some new stickers. I've been saying that for forever. I need to buy new stickers. So anyway, um, that is from the Coffee Monsters Co. to mark my iced coffee. I worked this night. I think all my scrubs for working are from the Carly Plans. And then I finished the book. What book did I finish? The Bank Sisters too. So yes, the Bank Sisters are finished book 2 and 3 this week. That is like a play or a retelling of Set It Off the movie. I really enjoy book 1 and 2. Book 3, they could have kept it. It just sometimes, you gotta know when to stop. And book 3, there was a whole new character. Then later on, you figure out how it makes sense. But then there was like some killing off of some characters. But then they came back and there was never any elaboration on that. It was just yeah, notebook 3 they could have kept. So that was that. Um, and so on moving on to Tuesday, I did some filming. Oh, this is that I filmed like my setup of my complete and daily planner. And then I marked that as no. I think my mama, y'all, if you got a mama, you got a mama. Okay. I love her down, but sometimes she just don't be making sense. Okay. Then of course your girl, that is the filming is from Lender Designs. The Nord sticker is from um the Coffee Monsters call for marking Taco Bell. That is Quinn from Lender Designs. And then I marked that I just could not sleep. Your girl was kind of anxious, excited, ready to get into my new place. So that is from Geeky Giraffe Designs. And then my job called this day, y'all. So we can sign up for like overtime and they have to text us that it's approved. I signed up for overtime, but I never got a text message. They called me like, hey, girl, you're supposed to be here. I'm like, no, girl, y'all never approved my shifts. And apparently they put in the wrong number. So yeah, I marked that with a sticker from SPC. I did some planning this day. I think I was like setting up some spreads and stuff. That is from the Doodles. Then I watched Law and Order SVU. That is also from the Doodles. Then I marked that on Wednesday that the planner setups went live, and I used a sticker from SPC, and then I worked on my July kit lineup this day. Some more that is from Carly Plans. Then I marked with a sticker from the Coffee Monsters Co. I finally was in my um not I finally was in my new place. What am I talking about? Oh, I finally got the news that I could move into my new place, I believe. Something about this isn't adding up. But what else is new? Because okay, I was like, this is making sense. I got the news that I had a solidified place and I was moving soon. That's what it was. I was like, I'm so confused. It is a couple weeks later. Anyway, so then I print and cut some stickers, of course. That is from the Doodles. I took a nap. That's from Leonard Designs. I had my iced coffee before work. The Doodles. I worked. And then had marked I had a headache. That is from La La Land Studio. That sticker. And then I finished. This is the day I finished the Bake Sisters 3 while I was at work. I listened to it. And then I continued reading a book called Hold Us Together that I was reading the week prior. Um, it was okay. It wasn't a memorable book, if that makes sense. And that sticker is from the Doodles as well. Moving on to Thursday. What am I talking about Saturday? On Thursday, I worked a overtime shift from 7 to 3. And then after that, I got gas. I don't know why I chose to do basically work 16 hours on the road, then get gas and all the things. But anyway, I got some gas. And that's from Once More's Love. Now I'm like, I was just anxious. I was just so ready to be out of that house. Like, you guys. And that sticker's from Once More's Love. I had an iced coffee before work. On the days I work like a 16, there's literally, I don't do much. You know what I mean? So I got iced coffee before work. That is from Carly Plans. And I worked my shift. Of course, that's also from Carly Plans. And then I had Taco Bell. Um, I left on my lunch break and went to Taco Bell. That is from the Coffee Monsters Co. And then I started listening to a book called Deep in My Soul. Y'all, that book is by Kimberly Brown. She's one of my favorite romance authors. But y'all, that was the second book in the series. And the MMC, he got on my nerves so bad. Yes, it was a traumatic situation. The girl was like in domestic violence situation, trying to leave, and he was trying to rescue her, all the things. But he was crying more than she was. Like, ugh, that got on my nerves so bad. It really did. I'm all for a man showing a little emotion, but that was just a bit much for me, okay? And then I also continued to read Hold Us Together this day as well. On to Friday, I marked that I was anxious. I was just so anxious, ready to get out the house. Like I said, we'll talk about more in detail into a journal with me that I'm planning on doing. But yeah, child, that is from the Coffee Monsters Code. I was so anxious that I could not sleep. That's how bad it was. And then I marked that I had a daily plan with me go live this day. That is from the Doodles. And then caught up in my journal. And that sticker, the cute sticker, is from the Coffee Monsters Code. Really, really love it down. Um, then I print and foiled some stickers. That is from Carly Plans. I had sushi. I also was on sushi real bad this week. I went from tacos to sushis. I live where there's a Wegmans, and if you have a Wegmans or ever go by Wegmans and you like sushi, they have some of the best sushi ever. So yeah, did that. Then I worked this day. And of course, that is Carly Plans. That marked it. I was just so sleepy because I was not sleeping. I worked them doubles and I was just so sleepy. So there's that. That is from the Coffee Monsters Code, I'm pretty sure. Then I marked that I finished Deep in My Soul, the book with the whiny MMC. It was still a good book overall. It was just he got on my nerves. And then of course I continued to read Hold Us Together. I promise I eventually finished the book. But the fact that I was reading it so many days in a row, that probably tells you that it was just mid. On to Saturday, I had sushi. Wegmans is a grocery store. So I got off work, went to Wegmans to get some sushi. I did not mark it, but I think I had it twice this day. I did. I had it twice this day. Y'all, I can't help myself. And then I went to bed early because normally I was like staying up late, but I just really went to bed early. Oh, for sushi, that is from Leonard Designs. For going to bed early, that is Carly Plans. And then I bought more washi. Like I've been on a washi bin. If you follow me on not TikTok, Instagram, and watch my stories, y'all see I have been buying all the washi, and I just can't help myself. I need a collection. Anyway, so that is from Once More with Love. I think I bought some washi from Subtle Dreams. Yeah. Then I did laundry. That is from Once More with Love. I cut and fold stickers. That is from Sweet Evans Paper. And then I watched Law and Order SVU. That is from Carly Plants. On to Sunday. On Sunday, I finally finished reading Hold Us Together. Surprise, surprise. Like I said, it was okay. Then I marked that I journal. Oh, for finishing the book, that is from La La Land Studio. For journaling, that is from Carly Plans. What did I film this day? Oh, I filmed my July kit lineup this day. Okay, girl. That's from Carly Plans, and then I had sushi again. Surprise, surprise. That is from Once More with Love, and then I listened to Carrying a Big Dog's Legacy in one day. Now, yes, the title is crazy. I was on Hoopla and I was just scrolling. They had that book available, so I listened to it. Now, the first book, it's not always a literary masterpiece. Sometimes you're just there for the vibes, right? Cool. So to listen to it, it was cool. But the second book I started listening, it was just getting worse and worse. So yeah, I may revisit, unsure, because it's like a series. I didn't know it was a series, but anyway. Then I marked that I had Tommy O for Karen Big Dog's Legacy. That is from Leonard Designs. It's a queen sticker from Leonard Designs. And then I had a tummy ache that is from Once More with Love. I took a nap that is from Carly Plants. And then I had a YouTube binge, and that is from Leonard Designs. So, yes, guys, that is my weekend for. Your girl is happy to be back, vibing with you guys, planning and all the things. I'm hoping to upload every Friday. Um, and I'm a week behind, but that I feel like that's okay. Am I a week behind or two? I don't know. But anyway, it's so much going on. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will finish laying down the rest of these stickers. And of course, I'm going to show you guys the entire spread, zoom out. Yes. And I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.